Have you ever had an idea that could change everything? Stay with us and discover how the Movemento project was born, how we turned a problem into an innovative solution that's transforming the way we create content. Plus, we'll share our story and show you effective ways to come up with your own groundbreaking ideas. Stay with us and discover how the Movemento project was born and how you can have ideas.
Let's discuss about how we found our idea for the Movemento. So this product we built in November, December 2024.
Yes.
So how did it start for you?
So I think was really a personal problem because I had the problem. I really want this arm of like agent arm, like assistant arm that can help with like my flow of creating content. So yes, I think was something that I really needed and I wanted. So yeah, it
Because you
was
were building content since a very long time, right?
yes, since 2017.
Wow.
Yeah, so
You
yes,
were born in, you were already born in
yes,
2017.
yeah. No, I won't say my age, but I'm
Mm.
90s. I'm in the beginning
In the
of the
very
night.
beginning.
Yes, in the
So yes,
very beginning, but in the beginning. And
so it's you mentioned it was a personal problem. So you were having the problem of what? Because I remember how you presented to me back in the day, but I think it's very interesting to come back to that.
yes, I think more like I was having the problem to find the content that I want to share, and also how to I think the first idea was more like I had maybe an idea of the content I want to share, but these, like waterfall content that it's you have one big idea and then you put it in the same idea in threads on Twitter or like Instagram and
Mm,
stuff. I think was more like how can I have like a really good content that I can, like put in other like social media or like media's platform. And I think was more like this idea, and also of course the hook that it's very important and everything. But yes, was more like, okay, how can I have the same content in more platforms, and how can AI help me do that
mm.
in a faster and better way?
Yes. So my understanding of this personal problem you had uh, is that it was a lot of heavy and repetitive tasks to produce all the content you were producing, and with the help of AI, it was clear, very clear, that you could save a lot of time. And you were already using AI for that. You were using ChatGPT, custom GPTs, and I remember you came with a Notion page with a ton of different assistant links to tool, etc. And I think it was part of the beginning of our journey. It was this Notion page, and we wanted to turn this Notion page, which was a custom solution you have build up for yourself, and we wanted to turn it into a real product. And this was a very interesting starting point because you already had a product. It was not just not something that was coded with an interface, etc., but you had already built up a solution, and it was this Notion page that was doing an aggregation of a lot of different things. And I think for us it was the starting point of
Yeah.
the Movemento
Yes.
development. It was the need to get help to build content, and there are so many tools, so many things that we are losing time, we are losing a lot of time going from a tool to another, and you needed a place where it's centralized with a very minimalist but very to the point interface that can help to have discussion with all those assistants and so on.
Yes, exactly. And yes, and also like the control that we are building a really good assistant, like not only one, of course we have an army, but that we were like searching a lot and building a like good one, like for each of
Mm,
like the assistant solution, let's say in that way. So
mm,
also that, and
yes.
centralizing in one
Mm,
place, a nice place that it's minimalist, and yeah,
mm.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Assistant AI agents or AI assistant, it's bringing a lot of value, but it's hard to create a good one. It's easy to do something simple, but if we want the AI to be a, a good, nice, gentle, obedient AI that does what it's supposed to do, it's quite a lot of work and iteration and doing back and forth and testing and so on.
yes,
So this was the problem, and of course, so it was. If we get back to the idea of how we found our ID, it was a personal problem. But not
yes.
only, it was not only your problem or my problem, it was also a problem that it was shared with others, right?
Yes, right. I was like talking with a lot of people, and people were like, "Okay, I would like that as well, and I would like to have um this like army of assistant that can help me with marketing." And I was like I saw people using that on Luminas as well. So they were talking with her and asking about content creation
Mm,
and asking her about like social media stuff. And I was like, wait, so she's not we will talk about Lumina in a second, but people were like asking her to help with their content. Then I was like,
mm,
okay, it's not only me that need that, but people wants to do the same, And then yes, so we saw this problem not only in like myself, but with others as well.
and also your customers, because you are doing consulting and you help people with starting in using AI to keep it simple. But yes, maybe a word about Lumina. I know we are getting back to it just after, but so the people who are watching this video, they understand Lumina is an AI you created that is available on WhatsApp, and I didn't know. That's very interesting that you got some feedback on Lumina that was pointing in the direction of the need of an army. That's very, very,
Until
very interesting. Yes.
yesterday, I saw a girl. She was asking about how can I create a content for like Instagram yesterday, and then
Mm,
yes, I mean, I know that it's on
good.
WhatsApp or it's different, but I think it's more educational, like
Mm,
telling people that they will get the better results if an assistant is trained for that. So
mm,
it's like yeah. But yes, it was also in Lumina. So we have like my personal problem. We have uh, like people asking for it. So you're right, like the consultings and like the coaching sessions that I was like helping people to do and to create content with AI.
mm,
And also I saw in Lumina, so I got like feedbacks like, okay, we sold some products because Lumina gave us the social
mm,
our social post like the, and I was like, what? Of course I put something like because she knows, she understands the person, so since she understands the person she can help them. But then was like, okay, no, we have a better one,
mm.
and
But also another point that reassure us in the direction is the project character.ai. This huge platform which raised millions or even billions, where people can talk with AI. It's super mainstream, and
exactly,
it's just a shop for AI agent or custom AI assistant,
yes,
and it's not really professional in the way. It's more uh, directed towards teenage, and it's not about working. Maybe there are some characters there
yeah,
which are designed to work, but so it's, this platform with AI agent, it is something. And it also gave us the motivation and the idea to go in that direction, but with something that is more niche and that is really about shipping good content. So we took this angle. I think that's super important, and maybe this is what we have done very right, is to find a really clear angle.
Yeah.
And of course, we could have done tons of different things with the same technology, but we decided to niche down to content creators who are needing AI. And then we have built assistant to them and only to them. And our assistant in the Movemento, at least in the current stage, are only about helping content creators to build good content. But the 12, I think we have 12 assistants, at least for now. I know you are working on new ones. I've seen that in the back office. But for the moment, we have 12 officially, and the 12 are like all you need. It's like everything packed together. It's your team of professionals.
Yes.
And another thought that is important, I think, to share when we are discussing how to find an idea is that it's something that we are able to do, because we could have huge idea with a full system of automation where you connect like Node-based all your assistants in a big workflow, something very complex, very advanced. And maybe this is the future of the project. I don't know. We don't know where we will be in 2 years. But for now, we took and we have framed the project in something that we know we can do with the highest standard of quality. We are focusing on something quite narrow. The scope is quite narrow, but we know we can do it, and we are excited to do it. It's something we like, we enjoy, we love to use it, and we really, for those who are trying or who will be trying the Movemento, for the moment it's completely free for trying. We are in the open beta, so if you are watching this video, try the Movemento with the link in the description. Go and give us feedback. We would appreciate that a lot. But you will see that in every detail, we have put some love. And I think that's very important, that you should love the project you are building and not trying to do something too big, but something quite small, but very, very polished. I think it's important. It's super responsive. It has to work very well on mobile. I see a lot of startups who are trying to compete against the giants, but they arrive with a half-finished products that is not responsive, and it's messy, and it has no chance of success, because if it's not convenient to use in 2025, then people are too demanding. So I think it's important to love what we do and to do something quite small that can be of great quality.
Exactly. And also like that will be part of your portfolio. So since we have the Movemento, we can show people that like we can do and build and ship stuff. So that's a good thing as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if the product, you don't aim for full profitability or making millions with your product, building something is already something that you can show and that will help for the next one. And it's important to ship and finish and make something that is showable. Like when you are a student in art, it's very important to build your portfolio. Yes.
Exactly.
And this is what we have done, and this is also what you have done with Lumina before, and this is actually how you met. Could you show us a few screenshots, or Lumina? Who is Lumina?
Yeah, I will show her website. The website, it's not in English, so I just like did the translation with Google. Maybe it's not good, like, but it's the way that we found to share right now. Maybe we will have her in the future for English. Let's see. Right now it's only in Portuguese, but there we go. She's the duck for the like programmers, so the devs and stuff. So it is the life coach that will help you to just talk through, or like get motivation, or like try to stop procrastination as well. So you can talk to her, and then she's trained to help you to like get through this. And yes, that's the website. And one thing that it's very important, she's on WhatsApp, because
Especially in Brazil. Yes.
Brazilians, they are all the time, we use WhatsApp a lot I mean, like even for business and stuff, we are all the time on WhatsApp. So it's very important. So, okay, I get this idea, I'm walking and I got like an idea. I can like text her and then she'll like, or I can send her an audio or something and then she will return with a better idea, or at least the idea like
A
on text,
transcript. Yeah.
transcript and stuff, so she can help with that. She's kind of assistant, but it's a different one, and she's on the MVP right now. We probably, like have like a V1, V2 we're thinking about, but yeah, right now she's working and it's nice. So it's like a really normal conversation. She's like 24/7, like that's great on WhatsApp. So that's how can I show you, because it's in Portuguese, but really like you're talking to a friend. Exactly that.
Mm.
And yes, we put the 3 days free trial, and that was really hard for me to do it. So that's how we met, because I really want, I mean, like I could just put the like, okay, you pay and then you are good to go, but I want the free trial, and that was really hard. And yeah, Manu helped me. And yeah, she's like your accountability partner, dedicated to help you, and you like help you achieve your goals, provide ongoing support, promoting well-being, and some stuff that you can use her, like reframe negative thoughts, stay focused, take action, and get out of here. That's not the right. Yes,
Mm.
yes, that's not the right, but it's like only take action and do stuff. Talk about your day and feel better. Yeah, and then here's some feedback that we have and the price. And yes, we're powered by OpenAI, so we use OpenAI for that. And
Mm.
yes, she's an assistant. She's an agent that it's on
On
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, and that's really crazy. And that's
Yeah,
where you have been visionary, I think, because no one I know before you have done that. You were really part of the first who were connected an AI assistant behind WhatsApp, and that's was really genius. You won a prize,
I,
right, for
yeah,
Lumina.
I have the price here. It's Adapta. It is one of, it was the biggest event about generative AI in South America. So yeah, it was a huge event. And
Mm.
yes, I won the prize. I started Lumina on May 2024. Yes, and okay, it's almost a year already. Not almost a year. We
Mm.
have a month to go, but it's still like was the beginning of everything. Like people weren't talking about AI assistants and stuff, and I was already building. They were talking more on Telegram at the
Mm.
time. I
Because
really
it's
want,
easier to implement.
yes, much
But
easier.
nobody in Brazil is using Telegram, right?
They do
Brazil are do, yeah,
not
but WhatsApp so much more.
yes, exactly. So yes, WhatsApp
Mm.
it's on everyone's phone. So yeah, and yes,
Mm.
so that's how we met as well. And Manu helped me a lot, and yeah, was the beginning of assistance in our lives.
Yeah, exactly. The beginning of our friendship and partnership. And yeah, I helped with the implementation of Stripe payment in the workflow of Lumina. And since then we are talking. And the first project we have built together is the Movimento, and we will present you. We will now tell you a bit more about what is the Movimento, what is the idea behind the project, why what we are building with the Movimento. But before we go in that point, I just want to say that at the end of the video, we will share a cheat sheet where we summarize all the key points of the key points that are necessary, or all the potential IDs to help you to find the best micro SaaS ID. So we will conclude in the final step of this video with this cheat sheet. And
Yeah.
now a few words about the Movimento, and before we show the interface, maybe just what is the Movimento? Explain us.
Explain us. I can also I will share. screen, so I think it's easier so people can understand. I'm just
Okay.
according to English. Yes, there we go. So this beautiful website that Manu created. So it's your content amplified. So exactly that. I mean, like we create this arm of AI assistants that are very well trained, and it is like ongoing training. We are like really, it's ongoing. We know that the platforms they change a bit. Sometimes the algorithm change, and we are all like searching for that and changing the army. So I will like this is the army, and it is exactly for content creation, but the way that feels like you. Why? Because we can put the context and the voice tone that you have. So that's really you, or your maybe you have an agency or something like that, and you can put your client's tone and voice. And yes, that's what we want. We don't want the content to be only, like you go on ChatGPT and ask for it or something like that, but something that it's well training on for you or for your client. And also that the assistant, it's on our hands, that we train them and they can chat with us, and we as human beings and the support of our assistants, like we get both help, so we have our brain and we have the assistant's brain, let's say in that way, and we have like a superpower that is different than the ones that already, it turns the content like already done for you. That's different, because we want to talk to the assistant and we want to fine tuning with the assistant the content. So we you can try, but you're going to use your voice and tone. If you don't have, you have this tone tutor, so you can search. If you don't know what to, like share content, we have those micro niche masters that can help you. We have the find good ideas. We have the ikigai, that it's amazing. You can find your ikigai. Then you have more like, you know what to share. Same for a persona crafter, so you can know your persona. So it is something that we really thought about it. It wasn't like, it is kind of a methodology that we follow, that we believe in. So you find your ikigai, you find your voice and tone, or your client's voice and tone, you find some ideas, you find your persona, and then you can like come here and find, like a hook for your video or for your content. And then you can create your brand. You have the storyteller that will help you to craft your own stories. So it is more a methodology that we think that it's a word to use, that we are using it. So yes, and that's the website. You can like go in the description and see the link after the video. And how it is
Can you show the interface?
Yes, right now. So that's the interface that we have right now. So if I click here in the Ikigai, it comes like, it guides you in discovery ones of your Ikigai by exploring. So let's just start a conversation. Yeah, so I will say hello.
So yes, it's an army of assistants with whom you can chat, and it's like you are having now a team of experts to help you. It's not, like you said, it's not a tool that is fully automating the production of content, and you just write an initial prompt and it publish everywhere. This is something different. We wanted you to stay the captain of your content creation, and you're the boss of your team, and your team is here to help. And yes, like the ikigai you are showing, he's
Yes,
asking you about the concept of ikigai.
if
And
I'm
this, when
familiar.
when you are seeking to find the good idea for your business, your micro SaaS or whatever is your business, I think building your ikigai is very helpful. It's a Japanese concept, right?
Yes, it is right. And it's a really good one. We let you with this open mind and try our ikigai here. But
You
one thing
should.
that I really like it is that if you click here and then it goes straight to my threads, and then
Yes.
you can post. I mean, like, let's say that in the end of the conversation, you got your post, and then you can go straight to the platform and post it. So I really like
Yes.
that. And I
But this is
mean,
a premium feature.
yes, that's a premium feature for the future.
Aha.
Yes, for the future as well. And yeah, but that's something. I mean, like, we're talking here, and that's one. I mean, I know that we are talking about how to find micro SaaS ideas, but it's really good for you guys to know how we are building that, why we are building that, what is that, so you can also get inspiration, and you won't find these in the other like videos, because it's something that we lived and we are living, and we are experimenting, so no one can like steal these from us. We can put the content out there, maybe AI can like transcript our video, and then they can have it as well, but it's really good for everyone to know the behind the scenes. So yes.
Mm, exactly. It's lived experience that you are getting right now. It's really, and it's an experience, an adventure that is on right now. It's a
Yeah.
project that is live, that is in beta phase, second beta phase. We had tons of feedbacks, and I think that's important in the process of building and finding ideas, is the feedback strategy. Straight since the beginning, we have built the Movemento with feedback. We had feedback. The first feedback was before the first line of code, and that's very important. We have gathered feedback before we even know the name, and before we wanted to create something. And I think
Yes.
that's very, very important to gather feedback since the beginning, and very, very, very often, as soon and as often as possible, and to iterate on that every aspect. And for us, we started to ask people on social media. We asked people with nothing, just, do you like AI assistant? Or we ask very simple questions. And since you have a great community that is already very active, and a part of your community is really into AI, we received very interesting feedback. So we could see what was interesting for people, what was not. And since before the project was created, we received comments, advice, reaction. Then when we were coming up with the name, we sought for feedback on the name, on the logo, on everything. The interface is clear, it is not clear. And this until we had the first MVP running, where we did a private closed beta session of 1 month. I think it was 1 month or 1 month and a half, with more than 100 beta testers who gave us a lot of precious feedbacks on every aspect. They liked a lot of things. Of course, they did, but also they criticized stuff and things we could do better, and they came up with ideas of feature that we are now willing to implement. Some of them have already been implemented, some of them are in the pipe, some of them we are not agree. It's not putting the feedback as a god, and you need to do all what the user are saying. If you do everything that the user are saying, then you got screwed. You go in every direction and it's a mess. So you need to listen very openly, not reactively, because if you start to react from the inside, no, my idea was better, I'm not agree. You need to be very open to be able to receive the feedbacks, but you don't need to take all of them. You need to understand all of them, to take them, and then to choose carefully. And
Yes.
this was helpful in the building process, but also in the finding ID process. And we will do a video about the building process. But right now we are talking more about the ID. So the feedback are very important into the finding ID process. That's very important too. Mm.
It is. I totally agree, and I know that it's something that we don't want to hear, probably, that sometimes it's just like we have this idea and we think that it is the best one. And I know what I'm talking, because I've like helped more than 60 startups in the beginning, so pre-seed. And I've heard a lot of people saying, no, that's the best idea ever, where I will like own millions with that. And I was like, no, you need the feedback. You need, first of all, people want that.
Mm.
No, you think that they might, because you just, not even you are using it. So yeah, that's something that you have to be in your mind, like as Manu said as well. So ask people, seek for the feedback, be careful, because sometimes the feedback, it's not worth like your mom's feedback, and like someone that really likes you, probably they won't say bad things. So it's good to have it, and also to maybe give them, like, since you are like launching a new MVP, so you found one idea and you want to ship this idea. So yes, first of all, like, talk to people, see if they agree, see if they like it, try to explain in like the easiest way for a 10 years old or whatever, like 14 years old, something like that. And if people understand that, you can do it like a small MVP, as we did. I had the MVP on Notion. As Manu said, I have some assistant on my ChatGPT, on Poe as well. But it wasn't the process that I want. And I was struggling. I knew people that were struggling. And once we launched the beta testers, we got like a list of people interesting. So we knew that people wanted that, and we ship it. People were trying, and they are giving us the feedback, as you can as well. So it's really important to not skip and not fall in love with the solution, but with the problem. So that's
Mm.
one
Good one.
thing. Yeah.
Say it again, so it's printed in our brain.
You have to fall in love with the problem, not with the solution. And I've heard a lot of startups, micro SaaS,
Mm.
talking to people, and I'm really into that community here in Brazil. And I was in France as well when I lived there. And be careful.
Mm.
Sometimes you think it's
Mm.
the best idea, and you even didn't talk to people, and then you are
Mm.
spending money and time that is your precious thing and attention with in the like wrong direction. So yeah.
And it's normal to do so. I've done that dozens of times, to think of my solution as the best one, and I was just looking as at the proof that I was right, and I was ignoring all the rest. And that's part of the process of growing as an entrepreneur, is to learn that. But it's not convenient, it's not easy, it's not intuitive, and we are so much into our solution, our tool, that we love it. We are in love with our tool, and we should be in love with the problem, like you said, because the solution is in the problem, and it cannot be a solution that is grounded to nowhere. The solution is in the problem, and it's in the problem that we will find the solution. So
Exactly. And I
mm,
think, like, talking to people, maybe you found one, I mean, like, solution, and once you are talking to people, then you get the real problem. And that's a good one as well, to find ideas. It's just talk to people and see what problems they have in their own life. Seek
mm,
in your life as well, your friends'
mm,
lives, and see if people are willing to pay that and stuff like that. So
mm.
it's okay to pivot as well, and maybe, like, maybe the movimento, it's a white label, we never know. It's not
This
the
is
art
why we
that we.
named it the Movemento. It's because
Yeah.
we have anticipated this, and I'm quite proud of how we have navigated with this. Is
Yeah.
because of this pivoting mindset, is so well rooted in both of us, that we wanted to find a project name that can pivot with us and with the Movimento, the name the Movimento, the Movimento is quite a bold name. It's a bold statement. You understand, it's a Movimento. It's not a SaaS. It's a Movimento that we are creating, and the world is changing so fast. The world is constant movement. So the Movimento is a very well-crafted name for this change. It's inspired and inspiring change, and it can evolve. If we want to do yoga class, we could do with the name Movimento. So it's really a trick, I think, a smart one that we had to find a name that can really pivot. So the Movimento today is an army of assistants designed to help people to create content. This is clear, but it can change. Maybe it will become white label. Maybe it will become a place where you can rent assistant or create your assistant and rent to others. Maybe, I don't want to go too far in the maybes because we have so many ideas and we already know a bit what is the next step we want to go in, and we don't want to share it right now. Since we'll do a series of videos, so this is only the first one out of 6. So you will probably learn this in the 5th or the 6th video.
Yes, perfect.
So I think we are touching the end. What we want to share with you is this cheat sheet where we have tried to summarize, squeeze everything we have said in this video. And so you have a document that is very simple, but formatted in a way that is focusing only on the important things. And I will share my screen to show you this. Okay, but before showing the cheat sheet, I want to show you our community that we have created with Thijs. So it's the AI Atelier. It's an online building, teaching, learning community that we are doing on the Trending School platform. So it's a zero fluff build space that we create automated with AI. We create and automate with AI, and it's for non-technical yet resourceful people. And that's important because now with AI and with all the tools that exist in the world, you can do a lot of things without being yourself a developer or without paying a developer. And this is really the why of this community. Is a place where everybody can build amazing things together with the help of the community. So Thijs and me are fully available for our members. We help them to build, to ship, to reflect on the strategy, on the stack, and so on. And it's a very, very nice adventure, and it's the very beginning of the adventure. So it's also in perpetual movement, and we are gathering feedbacks and so on. And it's also a place where we share our own journey of building, and it's also a place where we can get feedbacks and ideas. It's a bit like our very, very early adopters that are in that community. So the AI Atelier on School, you will find the link in the description, of course. And that's the little cheat sheet we have crafted for you. So find your business ID cheat sheet. So I will just mention the first one, and then maybe you do the second, so we can take our breath. So the first thing to do, of course, is to talk to people. Everybody says that. Talk to people in the street, talk to your friend, talk to stranger, talk to everyone, be talkative. And if you're shy, that's okay. You don't need to go on stage and talk with tons of people. It's not about the quantity of people you will be talking to. It's more about the quality of the discussion. So if you're shy, talk to people you like to talk to, but just talk to people. Talk to your doctor, talk to everyone around you. If you are going to a cafe, talk to the waiter and ask, what are your problems? What do you do? What could be helpful to you? Explain what you like. Have just a very genuine discussion. It's not, and it shouldn't be a stressful process. You need to enjoy talking to people, and if you're shy, it's okay. I'm very shy, but I started to, by doing, starting to love to talk with the people I'm in contact with. And now, since we're in 2025, it's also important to talk with AI because they are so smart. It's not replacing people in, it's really not the same approach when you talk to an AI that when you talk to someone, but there is so many knowledge in the different AI that it's very important to go and to ask for ID, not ask, so what will be my next startup, and wait for the AI to find the ID, battle test it, build it, and ship it for you. No, ask the AI to brainstorm, open your mind, ask the AI to challenge your ideas. If you said, hey, I have this idea, challenge it, roast my idea, explain me why it's bad. But don't get offended, it's just a tool. So just use the AI and try all the AIs because they have different angles, different approach. And if you go on ChatGPT or Gemini, all of them are a bit different. So it's interesting to ask them the same questions and to see if they are offering different answers. So talk to people, talk to AIs.
Yes, I totally agree. And also, like, you with the AI, you can put the browser and search online, and they will try to, like, Perplexity as well, and maybe get some videos or ideas in blogs that you can have it. So it's a nice way to do the prompt as well. So it's a very, we have this class on our community how to talk to AI, because it depends of the AI, depends of the model, and yes, and it's a nice approach. And people, yeah, as always, you grab a Uber, talk to the person that it's driving, and ask, be really curious, like, but in a genuine way. And yeah, and also read comments. I mean, like, we get a lot of comments. People really like to complain. Here in Brazil, we have a website that it's complain, only complain, and you go there and you complain about everything that you want. I don't totally agree with that, but I mean, like, we are more like in the complaining part of the human history, maybe. But yes, you can read and you can see people are really not even like complaining. Sometimes they are just like putting their problems and stuff. You can read, try to reach people even online. So talk to people online, reply the comments, see in the communities, try to find in the communities what they need, what people really are looking for, and be trendy as well sometimes. Or you can, like, we are human beings, our problems sometimes it's the same as, like, always. And yes, but I think reading comments, it's a really good exercise, and you have a lot of ideas, and you can answer them and try to talk to the people, book a call online. It's not only on the streets that we talk, but we talk online as well. And yes, you can go through it. Yeah.
The third point is to benchmark competitors. Even if your idea is completely unique, there is good chance that others are doing something quite similar, or maybe something bigger, but one feature of the bigger product is something similar to what you are doing. And really take the time to look at what others are doing that are addressing the same problem than you, and what solution they are placing in front of that problem. And you can use website like Product Hunt. It's a very good website where you can find some trending ideas and so on. So you can also see what the people are producing currently, and you can do that on Reddit, on YouTube, etc. It's a very important part of the process, is the awareness of the scene, of the niche you are into. You need to be very aware of that, and the more knowledge you have, the best will be your chances of success. Even it's at the end of the day, it's about building. And if you stay at the knowledge phase all your life, you will never ship anything. So it's about building, but you need to cultivate knowledge as well. It's a very important part of the process.
And
And
I
like you
will,
did the
yes.
personal pain points, like you did for Lumina and for the Movimento,
Yeah,
it was a
exactly.
very important reflection.
Yeah, and also, I mean, like, as ideas right now, because shipping will be really fast. It is already, but it's getting easier and faster. And the ideas are really important. And sometimes the idea, you have to be careful if you're not a startup or micro SaaS or SaaS are going to like be gone because, you know, like open AI new features, you know, like, and to be, you know, like to, in my point of view, like if you grow a community, so you use the Movimento to grow a community, you build in public and everything. If you grow a community online, you you can ship another, you know, like micro SaaS or whatever you want really fast. If you know, like the first one it didn't work, or the second one, or it did work for a while and didn't anymore. So it's just something that we are seeing, that if people likes you and you find your community online, then it's really, really easier for you to ship products. It's something that I see, and I want to share as well. So let's say you watch this video, you found inspiration, you talk to people, you reflect. That's my point here. You reflect in your own pain points, and you found like 3 ideas, and you're like trying the first one. Put content out there if you don't have it. Say everything that you are learning, because, and then study that, use the Movimento for that, because it, it doesn't matter if you can have the best book ever. If no one knows it, no one will find it. It's
Mm.
unfair as it is. It's just life. And yes, it's another advice, but I mean, like, yes, then reflect into yourself, see the problems that you have, the pains that you have in your maybe your daily job, or in your life, or your friends, family lives, and see if that's something that you can build a product, a micro SaaS with that.
Mm. Exactly.
But you can also
The-
partner people as well. So sometimes you see like a influencer that they don't have a product or like a project or whatever, and you know the knowledge, you know how to build, then that person has an audience already, so you can partner. That's
Mm.
another thing as well. Or you can pay them like influencers, and you buy the market. So
Mm.
it's another way.
Yes, many possibilities. And yes, monitor emerging trends is also, I think, now more than ever, very important because it's changing so fast. The trends currently, they have a lifespan of sometimes less than a day. So it's changing very, very fast. So being aware of where we are right now is also very important. It's not exactly like benchmarking competitors. It's really more meta, at a meta level. It's more understanding where is humankind right now. So, and this is very easy to be done on YouTube. I think it's the best place is what are the successful video right now? What are the successful topics? And there it's very valuable what you will find. So
Yeah.
yes, monitor the trends also. And the 6 point, I let you present it.
Yeah, so validate your ideas as fast as possible. So yes, just validate. Sometimes your MVP could be like, you know, like a page that you can create with AI, and then you have a button saying pay right now, and you
Mm.
just measure how many people clicked on it, you know, and then if a lot of people wanted to buy, or then you build the stuff, then you have like kind of the first validation to put energy on that. And yes, just validate as fast as possible, so you can, if it's not, then you can go to the other one. And yes.
Mm. You most of the time you don't need a product to validate your ID most of the time.
No, no, no.
Yeah, it's
Talk about
but also what's important is that validation if it's about making money, and we are talking about business right now, validation is not because 10 friends have told you that it's great. Validate because then all my projects would have been so successful. It's not the case. Some might have been not so successful, but it's when there is a payment. The moment when you get money for one project is a very, very important step. You can ask intention of payment. It can be interesting at one step, and one stage, but at the end of the day, you can only trust people that have paid, and otherwise it's just data and hypothesis. So in the validate your idea as fast as possible, we could have phrased that is try to collect payments as fast as possible for your idea.
Good one.
And
yeah.
To conclude, I would like to finish by urging you to enjoy right now, where you are right now. You are watching this video, you are maybe having tons of idea. Enjoy this moment. If you focus too much on the destination and you think that your life will be amazing when you will have a successful product and billions of revenue or millions of revenue or even less, but if you just focus on that and you sacrifice all the process to that, there are great chances that you will get burned on the way and you will suffer. And if you suffer, then you will not work as good as if you are enjoying it. And I know that because I've been there into focusing so much in the destination that I was completely forgetting that, yes, I decided that I want to create my project. This is the life that I choose. And this life of creation is already a very interesting journey, very nourishing and very enjoyable process and enjoyable life. So I really think that's important to just lean back a bit and enjoy right now. And it's not because it's not already successful that it will be that happiness will come when the success is here. Maybe you will never reach success, and then in this case all the process would have been pain for nothing. And maybe you will be successful. That this I wish for you, but even when you will be successful, maybe happiness will not come. You will run after a new idea. I don't know. So if you are enjoying the process, even if you fail, then you have failed, okay, but you have failed and enjoyed process, something that you liked to do. So it's not really a failure. So I think that's very important when you find your idea or when you build projects, is to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey.
I agree. I totally agree. Yes. Enjoy the journey. Journey before the destination.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's important. It's not just buzzword, and it's very important.
Yes, it's the life. I mean, it's the life you live every day. It's not about the trip that you took. It's not only about that, the destination that you don't, I mean, it's the 365 days, sometimes 66 days that you have in the year, your everyday life. Make sure you are enjoying it and